Alrighty, guys. So we're in the battle. We're facing Dr. Slacking. Team Builder should have been before this. Hopefully I got this week up on time. Yeah, I don't know if I said this in the Team Builder, but I forgot that we were playing until like yesterday, so I just did 252, 252 spreads, and I get disconnected. Nice. But until I figure out what's going on, might as well talk a little bit. So we're facing off against Dr. Slacking. And my prep was very rushed. Nobody's problem but my own. But I don't know. I'm just not super confident with the game plan that I have with pretty much anything. I'm not overly confident with it. So yeah, I'm really hoping that we don't get 6-0'd by Curum. That'd be nice. I'm really hoping that the one set that I put a little bit of thought into does well. And I'm really hoping to just not get destroyed, because at this point I just want to finish out EWT. I don't really have high hopes of me making playoffs. My last couple opponents are really threatening, but I really want to finish out, and I want to still try to make playoffs because I do have a good shot at it, especially with me being even right now. But we'll see. I do have another league that's starting up that I'm currently drafting for that I'm really excited. I have a tournament that I'm starting a draft for, which is really exciting. And then, of course, we have ICP, which we're doing pretty well in. So overall, I will say we we're doing pretty well with leagues right now. So I'm very excited. That it's a shame. Okay, but yeah, as I was saying, I'm just really nervous in general for leagues coming up. But I will say the team that I'm drafting, like the league that I'm drafting for, I'm getting a lot of help from a gentleman named Team Knots TV. So you guys should definitely go check him out because he's been helping me out a lot. But I just don't want to get destroyed this game. I just do not want to get destroyed. That is the goal. Press A at the signal. I'm pressing A. Yeah, I also overslept, so shout out to Dr. Slacking for being chill with me being an hour late. Like, guys, I have just been, like, not a good person recently. Okay, so what don't I see? I'm saying good luck, have fun for the first time in years. I've always said have fun, but I'm saying it to Dr. Slacking because I love him. I don't see a Diggersby. I don't see a Grimmsnarl, and I don't see a Xatu, and I don't see a Tentacruel. Okay. Definitely could be worse. I'm gonna go ahead and get this locked in. I think I'm gonna lead off with my thing. Because if they lead off with Kyurem, I'm going to click Close Combat immediately because I have a Shuckaberry. If they lead off with Bronzong, I'm going to click Volt Switch. Yeah, that's how I'm going to lead it. Okay, got the team imported into the calculator. He's probably a little shocked that he's not seeing Zygarde in front of his screen, but, you know, he had realistically three amazing checks to it in Dusclops, Virizion, and even Xatu to an extent could have been a pretty good check to it, so couldn't really justify putting it on the team, which sucks because it's a very good Pokemon. Okay, so we did lead off with Kyurem. Now I led off with Goat. I'm Shuckaberry and I will outspeed you and I'm going to kill you. I'm not going to let you just sit in front of me and do nothing. Oh my god, why is the connection so bad? I do 88 to 105. I'm just clicking it. I'm not even going to think about it. And I do live in Earth Power at -1 too, but he's going to switch out, which is smart. To Uncle Jack the Dusclops. I'm going to click Toxic on this thing. Or do I just click Volt Switch and go into something that I don't really care? I'm going to get up Stealth Rocks. Like, I care if this thing gets poisoned, but at the same time, I don't. Or burned. I'm going to get in my rocks, and then I'm going to Toxic it, and then I'm going to Volt Switch out. What do I Volt Switch out into, though? My Clawitzer, maybe? I think Clawitzer. Yeah, because my Clawitzer can do about 90% to Fizz Def Dusclops. And their Dark Switch-in is Virizion. Which is taking about 50% from Aura Sphere. Oh my god, bro, are you kidding me? Okay, so we're finally back into a position where we somewhat were before. I got the Toxic off, he got the burn off. I'm going to click Toxic on this thing now to scout out the rest of its set. See if it's Willow, see what it is. It did take Rock, so we know it's a Violite. We already pretty much knew that, but... okay, cool. And then I'm going to Volt Switch here. And then if he stays in, I'm going to drop in my Clawitzer, and then I'm going to fire off... a Flip Turn or a Dark Pulse? I think I'm going to fire off a Dark Pulse. Because if they go into Virizion... No, they go into Kyurem. How much does this take? A metric shit ton. I'm going to go right back into Cobalion. I go for Roost. And then I click CC here because I know that I still live a thing. And now Close Combat's doing 45%, so they cannot outstall this. I click Volt Switch. If they drop in Kyurem on me, I'm curious if he's going to go for a Rest. I'm really curious if he's going to go for a Rest. I don't think he is. Went for Pain Split. Okay. Now I'm going to fire off a Flip Turn, I think. Now I'm going to go for Dark Pulse again. I lose nothing from it. Like, Kyurem is getting hella weakened. Nothing else wants to take a Dark Pulse aside from Virizion, which will still take about 25%. I can switch into my Rillaboom. Get some momentum. I'm actually really liking Slowbro if I'm able to get up a couple Amnesias, but the main thing I was here for was Kyurem, which is getting very quickly beaten down. My Drapion is looking super, super good. Yep, okay. They're going to take about 25% or so, depending on their investment. I'm going to go into Goat. Oh, they're the thing. They're special. I kind of just want to click CC and get damage off. Yeah. Missed another CC. I'm going to keep firing off CCs. Go for Synth. I'm going to Volt Switch here. Get a little bit of chip, and then... Do I go into this, or do I go into this? I'm gonna go into this. How much do I take from a +1 Giga Drain? Slowbro from Virizion. Giga Drain is doing 90%. No, I can't. Just gonna go right back out into this. I go for another Focus Blast. I'm gonna click CC until I die, and then I'm gonna bring in my thing. Yeah. I'm gonna go for a multi-attack because it should do a lot. Yeah, it's doing about 75%, which it's not great damage, but it's not the worst damage. Yeah, I was really worried about Virizion in prep, but like I didn't have much for it in combination with Kyurem. Okay, this is perfect because now they're losing. They're going to be very, very low. They might be in range of a Grassy Glide. Rillaboom. 24 to 28 is what I need them at. They might be close to that. No, man. Okay, cool. Got that threat out. Their Will-O-Wisp Pain Split. There's no way they're toxic. Right? Wow, good play. Very, very, very good play. I need Rillaboom. I don't really need Clawitzer as much. This is really tough. Because now I'm going to go into this. And I think I'm going to click knockoff. Because they don't have a switch into it. They're faster than me. Now they're not. I'm gonna go for a Night Slash now. Okay, so they were choice scarfed. Dusclops is gone. Now Virizion can come in. So can Zera. I need to get up in Amnesia with my Slowbro. I need to get up in Amnesia with my Slowbro. That is about the only way I have of winning this game, I think. Because they have to go into Zera Aura or Virizion right here. Like, that's realistically the only thing they can do. Okay. As much as I love this Pokemon, and they hit. I'm gonna go for an Amnesia. Yeah, this prep was, oh man, Virizion is just such a problem versus me. I didn't have anything that could outspeed it. For Giga Drain does 39%. That's fine. Amnesia. Amnesia again. Or do I go for a body or for an Iron Defense? I'm gonna go for an Iron Defense, expecting Zera Aura to come in. What does that do? That does nothing. How much does a +2 body press do? +2 body press does 2 shot. I'm gonna go for a body press. Oh my god. At least it'll be in range of multi-attack. And I get the crit, which sucks, but it's whatever. I'm just gonna go for body press. I can't do anything. Yeah, GG's. This does stink, but at the same time, there wasn't much I could do about this. Like, this thing still can't pull through, I don't think. Because like this multi-attack isn't doing 20%. Oh, it is. What? Nice. Maybe I do still have a shot. How much does multi-attack do to Zera Aura? Oh, no, never mind. I don't think I can break Bronzong, but I also don't think Bronzong can break my Rillaboom. Like, if I just spam knockoff, like, the only thing is if they're... What? Leftovers, maybe? With Toxic. There's Steel Roller. Is that a problem? I don't think that's a problem. I need this thing weakened. And if I can get rid of leftovers on Virizion, I can click U-turn next turn, slower, go into my Silvally and click multi-attack. Yeah, this isn't over yet. Choice Scarf Silvally might be able to come in clutch. Colbur, that's fine. They boomed. All I need is for Zera to not be able to kill me with anything. Which you can't. Oh, but he went into this first. That's a good play. Because Zera never dies to anything. I'm gonna click U-turn just in case, but yeah, that was a really good play. That was a really, really, really good play. Yep, and then this thing never dies. Unless I crit. Man, GG. Trying to think, what could I have done better? What could I have done better in prep? So I kind of want to go over like why I said I couldn't. I was really scared of Virizion. So this is my team versus his team, right? Versus Virizion, a special Virizion, it can't break Sliggoo, but I thought that he would know that and he wouldn't bring it. Not saying that what he brought was a bad bring. It was a very good bring, because like if you look at my team, it does very, very well, especially special Regieleki, really bulky Zygarde can't break it. Like, it was very, very good versus me, which is why I was so scared of it and why I had to bring Choice Scarf Silvally. What else could I have done in prep? I guess I could have not let this thing get burned by Dusclops. I'm gonna do this so you guys can see everything. I guess I could have not let this thing get burned by Dusclops. Like, that probably would have helped, but at the same time, like, I don't know. I had nothing for Virizion. That thing was a massive threat. And if I like made any other plays in that game, like, this is the one good thing about being able to do this on Showdown. Let's turn, so we'll go to here. So I think that if I clicked a different move here to be able to kill the Kyurem, I was in a better spot. Steel Roller was really good prep. Was there a different play that I could have made at any point in time? I don't think there was. Like, I genuinely don't know what I could have done. Even in prep, Virizion is just a really big problem versus me. Could I have... So, in this little exchange where I just kept spamming... Where I kept spamming close combat, I probably should have kept doing that, because if I kept spamming burned close combat, right? So burned close combat versus Virizion. It's doing 30 to 36, right? How much was it doing? So he had a little bit of bulk. It was doing 28%, but my Silvally wasn't killing at that range, so I needed it to take at least 2. And I did outspeed every turn, so he wasn't max speed. I don't know why I switched out here into Slowbro. I guess I wasn't expecting Calm Mind at this point, but in his last battle, he used Calm Mind Synthesis, Dual Stab, and it did really well. I probably could have had a better attack on Silvally, maybe? Does Silvally get like Aerial Ace or anything? Yep, sure does. It gets Air Slash. That wouldn't have been the best. Psychic Fangs, maybe. Does get Aerial Ace. So I probably should have had Aerial Ace over U-turn, but I had... So I guess I'll do the team builder real quick here. Let me make this a little bit bigger for you. Okay, so this I had primarily to be able to... God, and I can't do it this way. I don't like this at all, but primarily able to break down Kyurem if it's non-scarf, like if it's a sub-toxic set and I'm able to get a lot of damage off on it. This thing can just one-shot it, which is really big. I needed Volt Switch to be able to pivot out on things like Xatu and to be able to get a little bit of extra chip damage off on things like Dusclops. And then Toxic, as you saw, was actually really clutch. Like Toxic on my Choice Scarfer was really clutch, and Toxic on this was really clutch. I definitely should have just had, this should have been a flying type move, I think. Yeah, but anyway, Scope Lens Drapion, knockoff Night Slash, knockoff Cross Poison, Night Slash, and Substitute. Don't really know if I could have changed this up at all to make it worth it. Maybe something like Air Slat. No, it doesn't. Does it even get Aerial Ace? It does get Aerial Ace. I guess I could have done that, but like, this just hits so hard versus their entire team. Like if you, I'll try to put up a picture of their team in editing, but if you look at their entire team, they're just not very helpful versus this. But Rillaboom, Fizz Def, this was in order to be able to take on Virizion. That's about it. And as you can see, like my prep was so rushed this week, and the speed tiers just worked out so well that they had a 108. I had a 108. I had to run max speed. They had a 95. I had a 95. I had to run max speed. I needed max Fizz Def to be able to take a +1 Blaze Kick from Zeraora. And then Slowbro, just fully Fizz Def. This was kind of sort of the set that I wanted to do the most work versus Kyurem. I wanted to be Amnesia, Iron Defense, Body Press, Sword Power. If I got Slowbro in versus something that couldn't Toxic me and was very, very weak to Slowbro, like the one that I had in mind was... Xatu. That was the one I had in mind, was Xatu. If I could get this thing in versus Xatu off of a Volt Switch from my Cobalion, I can Amnesia once as Kyurem switches in. I could Amnesia a second time. Once I Amnesia'd a second time, then I could beat it 1v1. I could Iron Defense, and then I could Body Press it to do a lot of damage, things like that. But in hindsight, probably not the best set for it, but it was the only set that I could think of that would give me something that would reliably check non-specs Kyurem. That Pokemon's a problem. Choice Scarf Silvally, I went with this because, again, base 95 speed had to be max speed. multi-attack, parting shot, toxic, and U-turn. I had U-turn because if I saw Xatu or Tentacruel, I can't parting shot on them because it switches them out and not me, and that's less than ideal. Well, Tentacruel just blocks it all together because of clear body, but so I wanted to have a way of pivoting, so I wanted to have U-turn. And if I was able to parting shot versus a subbed Kyurem, then it would be at -1 special attack. I could drop in my Cobalion, break the sub, do whatever I needed to, then drop in my my Slowbro versus it, and then I would be able to actually Amnesia up on it with it at -1. So that was the idea there. I definitely should have had Aerial Ace on here potentially, but multi-attack was just so strong that I didn't think I needed anything else. And then Choice Specs Clawitzer was the main breaker of the team. Had enough speed for some invested Grimmsnarl. Grimmsnarl was another thing I was super scared of, was like a sub bulk up to attacks, because it actually does very well versus my team. So unfortunately, we do go to 3 and 4. We need to win these last 2 games if we want a shot at making playoffs, but it is still highly unlikely. But you know what? It is what it is. With that, I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.